Hello, 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 Whelsko here. And I want to have a moment to talk about the new map that has been in very beta state, released on the experimental server that isn't even the test server, it's even another test server. It's a little bit too much effort if you ask me, but I'm pretty sure they didn't want the majority of players on that and only the, good enough audience to test the map, while not making it too empty so they can test it. They released it and so it has begun. What are the thoughts? How does the map play? How does it feel? Is it a change of pace? Let's take a look at some of these questions right now. The biggest problem that PUBG had in its other maps was the pacing, the momentum of the game. I know one of their focus is to get PUBG into the esports scene. I find that a very scary move, which I do not recommend at all for a battle royale type of game. It works great for games such as Dota, League. Following 25 teams at the same time, it's a little bit much. And we've seen a lot of times in pro scene that the pro players would just do nothing for the first 10 minutes. And that's not really what you want when you want to have a esports scene. So this map is basically a little bit designed to get that up. It's also designed for the people who are a lot more combat oriented. Personally, I like to have the strategy, take up positions and stuff before we decide to fight. A lot of people aren't like me. They just hear a shot, instantly go for it, chase it. And for those people, this map is the perfect PUBG experience. It's a lot similar to Fortnite in size and in terms of how it plays. You have consistently fights. If you just look for it, go somewhere towards the middle, even if you drop on the sides of the map, there's always something to fight, or the fight is not far off, which is pretty important. So the pacing is what PUBG had not really going for it. What is the pacing? It's basically this momentum of the game. It's basically how much happens throughout the game. So the pacing here is a slow but steady movement of non-stop combat. Of course, you can drop hot in the beginning, in the training center, for example, which is just a complete fest. But the training center in the beginning, it's quite easy. It's you drop, you get guns. And that's probably the thing that most people also enjoy about this map. You drop and you instantly have guns. It turns PUBG more into a sort of deathmatch experience whereby if you semi-drop goods, you have enough loot to get you going, to fight, to heal up. More loot than you would probably take 5 minutes of looting in the other maps. And it's that constant action and being able to instantly go into the action, which is a great point of attraction for a lot of people. Some people don't want the hardcore strategy experience whereby each move counts so much, while here it's combat after combat after combat. And that is in some cases extremely good. The early drops are extremely hectic. The mid games are steady pace, you hear a fight in the distance, you walk towards it, you can fight. Then the late game might get a little bit hectic because all the teams are coming together, which is also a nice change of hearts. It isn't anymore the aim duel between two guys. All in all, it's a lovely change of heart. It's a lovely amount of variety. It's the same PUBG experience, except it's better paced, so everything goes evenly, shall I say. It goes a lot faster. The looting. There's so much loot everywhere. It's lovely. I have a feeling that playing this, let's say if this was the only map, that the looting aspect would a little bit make you feel bad in a way. Since if you find the same amount of loot that you find here in a kill, it doesn't give you that much satisfaction. While on the other maps, if you pop a dude and you see like he's looted to the teeth, he has all the medicals and the armor and the guns and whatever, it gives you a great feeling. Here, you don't get that same feeling. But nonetheless, it's this fast-paced action which PUBG desperately needed. People have been asking for death matches and shooting ranges, smaller maps to get that action going. Sometimes you only have like half an hour of time, and then it's not as fun as to go on the other maps. While here it's perfect. There were of course a few bugs that was to be expected in alpha. Also a little bit more bugs than the normal PUBG, which was also to be expected. The map is not really done yet. The textures aren't optimized either. Probably need to be added some more furniture and stuff. But all in all, the map feels smooth. Miramar, for example, didn't feel as smooth early on. It was more of a dry, hectic land, fastly to be explored. This is more like a town-to-town hopping in order to get some combat. But all in all, it's a great experience. And it changes things up extremely nicely. It has need some work, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people are gonna enjoy this one. If you want to know a little bit more about what it feels like or want to see it firsthand, I will make sure to link up our beloved highlights up there. And this was Whelsko signing off.